I have been procrastinating the gym, I'm not gonna lie.
Growth, emotional, mental, spiritual, and financial. I am available and grateful for every blessing. I am supported. I am cherished and held by your love. I live in your abundance. God, for being here with me always. Thank you, God, for giving me life.
If you're looking for proof of that, here it comes.
So you know I've been working when my hair is like this because I twirl it when I work. It's honestly like my worst habit. But I took the first part of my morning. I was gonna go straight to the gym, but honestly guys, like, I don't know if like I'm in my like morning gym era yet. The reason being is just because, one, if I'm gonna train, I need to have carbs in my body, and not just like 30 grams of carbs. I need like minimum 80 to like 100 grams of carbs like in my body. I like to have like at least 2 meals before I train, especially if I'm gonna be training legs. Maybe I'll get back into that in the future, but for right now, I like when my body feels like warm and like, you know, I have carbs in me. So for today, I've been training at 1 p.m. for like the past couple of weeks, and it's been working well for me, like working in blocks. Like I'll have a work block from like 9:30 a.m. to like 12 p.m. and then I will go to the gym and then come back and work in a second block from like 5 to like 8 p.m. So that's been working well for me. Today I woke up naturally like at 7 a.m. I took that time to just spend time with me, God, the universe. And I studied NLP for a little bit. And now I have just been working on email lists for Q3. So this is just kind of like, you know, what I've been working on. Yes, I wrote all of this right now. Let's put this back up. So yeah, email lists are a great way to kind of just continue to nurture your audience and give value. And yeah, I love building out my email list. We have like a pretty high open rate, which is pretty fun. Again, it's just a great way to like nurture your audience and continue to give them value and teach them new things. So about to film a podcast episode with my head coach, like I said. Excited. I just think it's so cool that I get to do this. Like I get to film a podcast episode with my head coach. What the fuck? Like I know 12-year-old Lexi is just shook. 16-year-old Lexi, who worked at Tijuana Flats, shook. Like I am just so excited. And if you've never listened to my podcast is called Woman in Progress, and it's about all things self-development, business, fitness, nutrition, lifestyle, spirituality. And if that's kind of your vibe, if you're into spiritual growth, you know, all of the things self-development, mindset, fitness, nutrition, lifestyle, I'll drop the link below for my podcast. It is Monday and I absolutely do not have my shit together. And so Mondays, we always feel like we should have our shit together. And so let's get our shit together. But yeah, baby,
yeah, I'm listening.
The girl, super cool. She helped me a lot. I was listening to one of her Instagram lives.
Yeah.
And she was talking about the inner child and the inner child's role in business and how we show up in life and like when the inner child comes out and like inner child versus higher self. So for example, when you like feel like doing something and you literally feel like throwing a tantrum.
That's your inner child?
That's your inner child coming out. Or like let's say you get triggered and you know, you're kind of scared to take action on something and your self-doubt is coming up. Like that's like it's your inner child or like a past version of you. So I was like, girl, you gotta go on my podcast. Like let's collab, you know what I mean? So super excited for that. And then I'm also gonna do a podcast with my mom.
Really?
Yeah, because my mom is making moves too. And I feel like it would be cool to like, have that documented.
Did you do one with Kiana the other day?
Yeah, I did. I published it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, just gotta market it. This is my office right now. It's not too bad. But yeah, I could definitely use some cleaning. Last up, bathroom. These are my favorite incense sticks off Amazon. Oh my God, these are like, I've tried so many and these are really good. They're called the Magic Hour ones and they're so cute. This is green tea. I've used up pretty much all of them already. Free Spirit, which is orange essence. And yeah, it's called Orange Blossom. Oriental Aqua. This has like a kind of fairy pixie vibe. Ooh. A blend of cooling aqua notes with the warmth of oud. Ooh. It creates a holistic, magical environment in your home when lit. The infused scents will definitely uplift your mood and energize you. Gotta love that. And I don't even know which one this is, but again, like I literally went through all of them. Okay guys, so to start the day off, I actually am doing a podcast collaboration with one of my now new friends, Rachel Graham. She's actually a human design coach and chart reader. And I actually did one of her like little chart things. And so I am just really excited to bring more new conversations to my podcast. And we're gonna be talking about the inner child and our higher self and the roles that it plays in our health and fitness journey, in our development, everyday life. So if you wanna hear more self-development, spiritual, mindset, you know, health, fitness conversations, check out my link in the description for my podcast and make sure to spread the word if it helps you at any point in time. So coffee, podcast, let's go. Just working.
You know how you do it.
What's up, my love?
Good, baby. Getting ready for 2 more clients, baby. I trained that girl today.
Awesome. This has been my favorite protein powder so far. It's Buckfeed Vanilla. It has a really good kind of, it mixes really well. And it tastes really good. Also, I'm gonna do it with like half a banana, some oats, and peanut butter. Don't feel like going. I have been procrastinating the gym, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm kind of annoyed because, you know, like in the moment, it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna I set to the time, I'm gonna go to the gym at 12. 12 comes around, I'm still working. I'm gonna go later, I'm gonna go later, I'm gonna go tomorrow. And this pushing off, constantly pushing it off, is actually like, you're not gonna go. You're not gonna go. So like if you're procrastinating, you're putting it off, just set a time where you're gonna go. And don't fuck with that time. So obviously the time that I wanted to go and schedule the gym in was, you know, from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., 12:30 to 2:30. That's a good range for me. And because I'm able to get 2 meals in and my body's warmed up, I've had coffee and I feel like it's a really good workout. Not a lot of people are here, I can film. So it's like, you really just have to find something that you're gonna stick to and not waver, and it has to work for you. And so I think I'm just gonna keep it at 12 and like keep my calendar blocked and not fuck around with that. That's what I'm gonna have to do. All right, guys. So we did a leg workout today, which obviously is my favorite to train. I have been in a cut for the past 10 weeks. I'm down 10 pounds from like 148. So now I'm kind of back at like, I would say the weight that my body feels the best at, in terms of like, it feels good here, and really going any lower than 140 just starts to feel really difficult, if you know what I mean. Like, it just, you're a lot more tired. It's kind of hard to just stay on track. So I feel like I'm good with this level of leanness for me, and I just honestly want to continue to main gain from there after my cruise, which I'm actually going on an 8-night cruise, so you guys will see a couple of vlogs for that. But yeah, you always want to make sure that you guys are warming up before your lifts. Oh my god, if you're not doing that, not only are you making yourself more prone to injury and just feeling really uncomfortable, you know, it's gonna be harder to have like that mind muscle connection in your lifts as well. So we started off with a compound lift, so glute bridges, well, hip thrust with this machine, and we did 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And, you know, here I'm really just trying to focus on having that good form and mind muscle connection. And yeah, guys, I'm just not a fan of this machine, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it activates way more of my quads. And I just feel it better. And look, guys, that's normal. There's gonna be movements that, you know, you're just not gonna, like, if you could be doing your form right, you could be doing everything right, but you notice that when you switch it up to like Smith machine or dumbbells or something like that, you feel it way more in the muscle that you're trying to work. Just make sure your form is right, because it can be easy to be like, oh, I feel it in the wrong area, but then, you know, there's little tweaks you can do in your form that make a huge difference in which muscle is being biased. So again, guys, I did actually reduce the weight a little bit, and as you can see, I'm slowing the movement down more. I'm really focusing on that contraction, my form, because the weight was heavier, but I was not feeling that mind muscle connection again. So I'm also getting my period, so it's normal to feel weaker, and yeah. Next compound lift was barbell squats. So I love barbell squats, especially focusing on strength for these. So because we are building up my strength, I am doing a rep range of 8 reps. So that way I can do enough, like I basically should be dying, you know, at the 6th rep, you know what I mean? Or at least in the last set. So again, I'm in my luteal phase of my period, so just feeling significantly more weaker. Sometimes I'm not gonna be, like sometimes the weight that usually feels lighter for me feels heavier. And especially if you're not, like I said, I was procrastinating in the gym sometimes, I haven't been perfect. So, you know, when it comes to building strength, that consistency is even more important over, you know, hypertrophy when it comes to the specific workout that you're doing. And so if you take a break from squats for like 2 weeks, and obviously your strength is not going to be the same as it was if you were doing squats for, you know, 6 weeks straight progressing. Next movement, I actually did single leg Romanian deadlifts, okay? This was really because, again, my mind muscle connection was a little bit more off, so I really just wanted to focus on each leg and glute at a time, really focusing on my form, and I felt really strong. I feel these so much more than if I were to do barbell Romanian deadlifts, and that's just an example of how, like, someone else could do, like one of my clients really feels barbell Romanian deadlifts in her glutes. I just really struggle. Like it takes a lot of like tweaking. I feel them way more just going heavier for dumbbells. So yeah, everybody's different, and just gotta try and find what works for you and then stick to that so you can progress. I also want to chat a little bit more about consistency and what it takes to actually see results. And I feel like there's like a skewed vision on what that is. So the first thing to take into account is like, what are your goals? Because I talk to women every day and some of y'all are like, oh, I just want to be healthy and active. And it's like, okay, if your goal is just to be healthy and active, do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? You don't really need to have like the most specific programming and a strategy behind it, really. You just want to feel good. Now, if your goal is like, well, yeah, I want to feel good and be healthy and active, but I also want to see results. I also want to build upper body strength. I also want to, you know, build muscle in my glutes. Well, then homegirl, it's going to take a little bit more of a more strategic approach, and it's going to require a little bit more consistency. Okay, so I would say usually around 80% consistency minimum for the month to like really see those results long term. It's not about perfection, but like that would be around 6 days out of the month, 6-7 days out of the month. And so it's not about perfection, it's about consistency, and consistency isn't always going to look constant. So yeah, guys, if you want to see results, you just need to have a plan that works for you. And if you've been struggling to do it on your own, you keep saying, I'm going to do it on my own, I'm going to try it on my own, and then you fall off track, hit me up for one-on-one coaching just to start the conversation and see if it's a good fit. Check the link in bio for that. So yeah, guys, this is pretty much how me and my coach structure my lifts. We usually start off with compound lifts, then we do a single leg movement, and then we go into our isolation movements. Isolation movements are kind of what it sounds like. It's isolating a specific muscle, whereas your compound lifts are going to target pretty much like your main like big muscles or like multiple muscles at once. So finished up with 4 sets of lying hamstring curls and then hip abductions. And for these, I do 4 sets of 20 reps, really focusing on slow and controlled. No, I do not do light weight. I do a moderately challenging weight where I'm pretty much dying at like the 12th rep, and then I still have like 10 more to go, which is like a RPE fucking like 8 or 9. But you know, it's what helps me really get the most activation, but still go a little heavy.
And I know sometimes you guys probably hate me for it. It's really, really important for your business. And you guys are using the 90-day and the 30-day game planning.